New at 6, Education Superintendent Ellen Weaver is pushing to stop the Biden administration's new Title IX ruling.
In a letter shared by the State Department of Education, Weaver says she believes the rule will be, quote, tied up in litigation for some time. Sadeja Smalls has been digging through the Biden ruling and Weaver's response. Sid, we're learning South Carolina isn't the only state wanting to hold on this federal rule.
That's right, Katie. Tessa, other education superintendents have also told their school districts not to implement the new ruling, including Oklahoma and Louisiana. In South Carolina, Weaver's letter also mentions that this ruling will eventually be struck down or modified in whole or in part by the federal courts.
It's really disappointing when we see our top educator in the state, who's supposed to be leading our schools for all students, using this language that is dehumanizing and delegitimizes the actual real needs and lived experiences of LGBTQ plus students.
It's been a week since President Biden released a new Title IX ruling. It's designed to protect the rights of LGBTQ plus students and safeguarding victims of campus sexual assault. But Education Superintendent Ellen Weaver wants school districts not to follow the guidelines. In a letter, Weaver emphasizes protecting women's sports, though it wasn't mentioned in the Biden administration's mandate. The American Civil Liberties Union believes Weaver goes out of her way to demean trans students.
I don't think I could say it better than my coach, Dawn Staley. You know, she stood up and spoke in defense of her sport, of women's basketball, and in defense of trans people, saying, yes, you belong in sports.
The Alliance for Full Acceptance favors the president's ruling.
Ideally, our school leaders will see this ruling and will understand that, this expands those protections and explicitly names LGBTQ plus students as being included and protected against this sort of discrimination.
Chase Glenn says the ruling allows the focus to be on educating all students in safe learning spaces.
When you have groups of students who are being actively discriminated against, are being targeted, are being harassed, that doesn't create a space where those students feel safe and can learn effectively. So, what I know is, the language that's been put out by the Biden administration is really just reaffirming the language that we already have in place.
I reached out to the South Carolina Department of Education for an interview or statement, but not hear back. The Biden administration's new Title IX ruling goes into effect August 1st. Working for you, Sadeja Smalls, News 4.
Saying no to